Hello students of the 12th class physics. This is your video number 14 and heading number 12, Gauss theorem. What is Gauss theorem? First I am going to read one time and then I will try to explain with the diagram. The total electric flux due to an electric field over the Gaussian surface is equal to the 1 by epsilon times. Okay students, so I am going to explain you by the example and the diagram. Suppose there is an area, irregular area, okay. This is your area S and electric lines are crossing this. In the last video I told you electric flux is combination of two things. One thing is your electric field lines which is crossing to the given area, maybe regular or just like the irregular area normally. Okay, if you have any problem or you want to try this video, then first you should understand the last video I uploaded earlier. Okay, now come to the original video. The total electric flux due to an electric field over the Gaussian surface is equal to 1 by epsilon times. Okay, I told you electric flux consists of two things. One is student electric field and another thing is Gaussian surface area or area. Okay, this will be equal to what? This will be equal to 1 by epsilon times. Okay, come to the next page. Yes. Total charge inside the Gaussian surface. So mathematically I am going to explain you what was the statement. This is the electric flux. I told you in the last video. This is the surface integral. Both are equal, and this time I am going to prove it one more thing, student, and that is both are equal to 1 by epsilon times the q. 1 by epsilon times in the denominator and equal to q, या q by epsilon naught. Okay, this is the Gauss theorem I want to prove this. But first, before proving, you should know what I am going to prove. Always I am going to tell you, if you want to prove the Gaussian surface or you want to apply the Gauss theorem after this video or in the next lecture, you should have a Gaussian surface. What is Gaussian surface? The area which may be regular or irregular, but it should be closed. Suppose I am going to explain you by the example. If this is area I am taking, this is not the Gaussian surface. Why this is not the Gaussian surface? Because it is open here. Okay, so you can't take this as a Gaussian surface. Okay, one more time, you can take any irregular area may be taken. This area may be the Gaussian surface if electric lines are crossing this. This may be regular area, like you can say circle, square, etc. Okay, because this is regular area and easy to calculate. In this heading I will take the regular area because it is easy for you to grasp the regular area and calculate it on the basis of 10th class geometry. Okay students, so come to the original video. What we have to prove? We have to prove electric flux is equal to surface integral. I am not going to prove this because in the last video I have calculated both are equal, but in this video I am going to prove this equal to q by epsilon. Okay, up to the original video. Let us consider a Gaussian spherical surface. I told you, if you are applying the Gauss theorem or you want to calculate Gauss theorems, you should have a Gaussian surface. In this case I am taking the regular spherical surface because area of sphere and circle is easy to calculate. Okay student, come to the original video and come to the next page. Look in this video. I told you this is the plus q charge, this plus q charge, and this sphere you are looking here is your Gaussian surface. Come to the original video. Okay students, so we have charge, we have Gaussian surface. I am taking the small area ds. Always, as I told you in 11th class and so many times in 12th class, first I will calculate for the small area and then I will apply the Gaussian surface for the big area. Okay, so first I will apply for the ds and then I will integrate. This is the area vector, always normal. And what is the direction of electric field? You know that it is plus q, it will be radially outward. Okay, so I am going to original video. Okay, if you want to read from start proof, let us consider a Gaussian spherical surface. Come to the original video of radius r. Yes, this is radius r, enclosing point charge plus q at the center. In figure 12, this is your figure 12 where symbols have their usual meaning. Okay students, if you could understand this diagram, I am going to the next page. Okay, look here, phi E. What is phi E? I told you earlier, phi is equal to the surface integral in the last video, not in this video. I mentioned in this video, but it was present in the last video. If you want to understand Gauss theorem proof, first you should understand what is the electric flux I uploaded in the last video. Okay, what is the direction of? Come to the diagram. ds and E are in the same direction, the angle would be 0 degree. Okay, come to the original video, student. This one, look, E ds cos 0. Okay, cos 0 is 1, student. Cos 0 is 1. So E would be taking outside, and ds is the small area. It will integrate it and it will become 4 pi r square, as we took Gaussian surface as a sphere and its area is 4 pi r square. This is your equation number. Okay, come to the original video. Since we know that, what you know that since there is a point charge, electric field will be q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. This is your equation number 2. Okay, students, if I want to calculate, I will put the value of E from 2 in equation number 1. Okay, students, so let's see one more time on the next page. Yes, from equation 1 and 2 we have phi E. This is your phi E, electric flux, already equal to the surface integral I told you in the last video. And in this video, the value of E is this, and the value of ds on integration is 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square will be cut it, and now I will have phi is equal to surface integral phi E dot ds equal to q by epsilon naught. Okay, student, so this is the proof of Gauss theorem I told you in this video. Okay, I'm going to remind you one more time. Okay, what we did in this video. Yes, what is Gauss theorem? Before studying the Gauss theorem, you should have the knowledge of electric flux. I told you, you know how to calculate the electric flux, and electric flux equal to your surface integral E dot ds. Okay, I told you, if you can see in the last video. Okay, the total electric flux due to electric field, I told you two things is required to calculate the electric field flux. Two things is required to calculate the electric flux. One is electric field and other is Gaussian surface, that is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the test charge or charge present inside the Gaussian surface. Come to the next page. In this page you have mathematical version, electric flux, surface integral, both are already equal, and in this video I proved it is equal to q by epsilon naught, which is the full mathematical part of the your Gaussian surface and Gauss theorem. Okay, let us consider a Gaussian surface. Come to the next video. We calculated this Gaussian surface as a regular sphere of radius r, enclosing charge plus q. Okay, student, you could see it if you want to write it, plus q at center, and their symbols have their usual meaning. Okay, if you want to understand what is this arrow representing the whole area, and this ds representing the small area. As I told you, first we will calculate for the small area and then I will transfer it to the whole area. Gauss theorem is very important, student, especially for the examination point of view, as well as for the deep concept of the next chapters which are coming and the next topic which are coming. Okay, then we calculated phi E on the basis of surface integral, whose value becomes this, and value of E is this. On putting in the next video, what we got the proof of Gauss theorem. Okay, students, if you have any problem, please you should consider the last videos, try to understand from that, and if that video is clear to you, this video would be easy to grasp, and this will provide you at least 3 marks, and not the marks are necessary only. The important thing is that if I will teach you about the magnetism in the next chapters, so this electric flux will come as a magnetic flux. So if the concept of electric flux is clear to you, then definitely, student, the concept of magnetic flux would be clear, and your this first book of NCERT, we are studying the last of the chapter 1, but the concept of the first book would be clear. So I am going to stop this video number 14, and heading number Gauss theorem.